staying inside the lane. You look at down there almost the whole time the Lady Tigers have the ball. There's at least 4 girls inside the lane trying to make it hard to get the ball into Tincher. So they're going to have to try to do a few other things to try to get her some touches.
Turner over to Adeline Turner. She's going to dribble out in front of the free throw line. Gives to Tincher. Tincher tries to hold on to it. Dishes to Noble. Noble's going to put up a short jumper. No good. Rebound down to Maddie Haddix. She passes back to Kaylee Clemens. Clemens looks to Coach Goff for the instructions. She's going to walk the ball up the court. 1:30 to go here in the first period. Clemens over to Haddix. Haddix looks inside. Can't find anything. Now Clemens finds Schutz, dishes back out to Ritchie. Now Clemens can't hold on to it. Riley Turner going to come up with a turnover. She's going to go in for a layup, and that's a basket that the Lady Tigers dearly needed, Lucas.
Yeah, and maybe that'll give them a little energy on defense here as Schultz throws over to Haddix. Haddix loses but recovers and is able to put it back in.
That was a good recovery.
Yeah.
She was able to turn and put that one in. Good job by Maddie Haddix on making that one happen. Riley Turner with it. She's working against Riley Bush. Now over to Tincher. Now back to Turner. Now to Adeline Turner. Over to Riley Noble in the left corner. And Schutz went to knock that one loose, and she did. Knocked it out of bounds. No foul called. Just knocked out of bounds. Adeline Turner inbounds to Riley. Turner with it now. Dishes inside to Tincher. Tincher turns, goes up for the shot. Can't get the roll as it rolled out. I thought that one was in, Lucas.
Yeah, it was a good-looking move, and the shot went in and out.
Bush up the court quickly to Haddix, and the shot was no good, but the ball's going to get knocked out of bounds. Back to the Lady Cats. 16-4, 30.6 seconds to go here in the first. Wow, nice pass off the inbounds from Ritchie to Schutz, and Schutz just catches and goes back up with it. 18-4, the Lady Cats. Big three-point basket by Adeline Turner for the Lady Tigers. They needed that one. Time's going to tick down below 10 seconds. Bush gets it up to Haddix. She sets her feet, puts up a shot, rims out. Adeline Turner gives to Riley, and they're going to get called for the walk.
They kind of got tangled up there.
They did. Nice shot by Adeline Turner over in the corner, though, for 3 for the Lady Tigers. Really helped them stay in this game at this point.
4 seconds as Ritchie catches the inbounds pass back and misses.
Riley Turner with not enough time to put up a shot, and that'll bring us to the end of the first period. Lady Cats with an 18-7 lead over the Lady Tigers. And we're going to take a quick break and play some commercials. We'll kick it over to our producer, Ty Back.
Homes, located in Jackson, Kentucky, has been serving Breathitt and surrounding counties for over 27 years. They have new and manufactured homes from Norris, Clayton, and Fleetwood, single wides, double wides, and also an assortment of quality used homes. Many financing options available, offering site prep, delivery, and setup for a no-hassle experience. To find your new home, visit them at 42 Jeffs Drive in Jackson or on the web at www.lakesidehomesjackson.com or call 606-666-7558.
Variety Pizza. Family owned and operated, serving the community with homemade and handcrafted pizzas, sandwiches, salads, and more for over 45 years. Located at 1189 Main Street, Jackson, Kentucky. Available for dine-in and carry-out, with private party spaces available. Stop by and visit us or call 606-666-5454.
Welcome back here, folks. After one in the first round matchup between the Lady Cats and Lady Tigers, the Lady Cats have an 18-7 lead here, and it'll be Lady Tigers ball coming out to start the second quarter.
I tell you what, I like the fact that Adeline Turner put that big 3 up. You know, it's always somebody that maybe you're not keying on.
Sure.
That may come out and make a difference in the ball game. Great shot by her to get the Tigers to 7 points. Lady Tigers look a little frustrated right now, trying to work on offense. Riley Turner with it. Dish is over to Tincher, and I think they're going to call that on Kaylee Ritchie going after the ball. Yep, that foul's going to be on Kaylee. That'll be her first, I believe.
One big thing that the Lady Cats was able to achieve the first quarter, Adriana Schutz played every second of it and didn't pick up a foul, you know. So that means for the next 3 quarters she can be extremely aggressive. Trying to block shots, you know. And that's obviously a huge part of her game. So we're going to see Brinley Gross check in for Kaylee Ritchie.
Not much of a choice by Coach Goff right then. It's almost an exact repeat happened as Ritchie went after the ball and got called for the foul again. And Brinley's got to come in, and Kaylee's going to sit with 2 fouls. Brinley is a very aggressive defensive player. Coach Goff has really got some aggressiveness and out of her when she comes onto the court. Jump ball called as a number of players on the floor, and it goes to the LadyCats.
Right now what's happening to Jackson is every time Brianna Tincher touches the basketball, 3 LadyCats are swiping at that ball.
Yeah.
Nice pass to Clemens to Haddix. Misses, but Haddix is able to get the rebound and loses out of bounds.
Clemens really got the ball up the court quick, and I can tell she's a little frustrated as she dribbled right past one Lady Tiger defender and got it up to Haddix. Just couldn't make anything happen. Noble working against Bush. Ball tied up. Bush comes up with it. Still scramble on the floor again. Jump ball going to be called, and it'll go to the Lady Tigers this time.
Well, one thing's evident. Both teams are well aware that the loser goes home. Every time that ball's on the floor, you see 3 or 4 girls diving on it from each team, you know. So you like to see hard work and everything.
I'll tell you what, the one thing I've noticed about the LadyCats too is they've tried to face up on Tincher. You know, they're trying to be right in her face. Whoever's guarding her, if somebody has her one-on-one, they're right in her face, looking her eyeball to eyeball. So Gross with it now. Give back to Clemens. Clemens over to Bush for the LadyCats. She's going to try to get the ball up the court to press. Clemens with a big pass up the court to Haddix. That's going to be a foul on Tincher, I do believe.
I think that'll be her second.
As she was going after the ball.
Of course, Coach Green, you know, is pretty much forced to let Tincher play through foul trouble unless it gets really, really bad.
Yeah. Inbounds from Clemens to Bush. Looks inside to Haddix, puts up a short jumper, no good. Schutz tied up with it, gives to Gross, and another jump ball called. That'll go to the LadyCats. Good to see a number of people watching online. We got somebody from Powell County watching. Be sure you.
And there's a good job there by Brooke Prater getting the box out and you know, getting that first foul on Adriana Schultz. You know.
Be sure and share this if you're watching on Facebook. You can also pick us up on YouTube and on the website, BluegrassSportsNation.com. You can watch in all 3 spots. Yeah, really good effort by Prater that time underneath as the LadyCats come back up with another turnover. Clemens going to walk the ball up the court for the LadyCats. Bush with it now, cross court to Gross. Gross going to drive, kicks it back out to Clemens. She thought about the long 3, now to Bush. She'll shoot the long jumper, no good. Schutz with the rebound, got knocked loose by Turner, now over to Riley Turner. Riley working against Brinley Gross, and
if
Brinley
I'm Coach Goff right now, I'm going to tell my girls, listen, if we miss a shot and they get the rebound, let's hustle back. The last thing you want to do is let Jackson get into the bonus
by getting in,
and then get back into the game at the free throw line. Nice shot there by Turner, but rimmed out.
Bush with it now. Stops at the free throw line. Pass over to Gross, and she finds Haddix for a long jumper. That's 2 for Haddix.
Maddie Haddix has came out and found her confidence early in the game here.
It's a good sign for Coach Goff.
Yeah.
As you see Brinley Gross going after the ball there. Couldn't knock it loose. Tincher working with it inside. Able to hold on to it. Knocked loose again. She gets tied up, gets it over to Turner. Riley from the top of the key. That 3 rims out. Got a cap on the rim here for 3-point baskets tonight. Both teams not able to find the basket on the 3-point shots. Clemens now over to Bush. Bush top of the key.
I think Coach Green's a little upset there wasn't a foul call down there on the other end. It got a little physical.
Too,
and
looked like they had Tincher's leg almost tied up, and she was able to pass and get out of it.
Illegal screen there. Yeah, that was Maddie Haddix. She kind of wrapped her arms back around. It was a good call there by the official. It was a good play set up by Coach Goff, but Haddix was a little too enthusiastic on the screen.
Turner with it, drives around Bush. Ball knocked loose. Bush tries to come up with it, and they're going to call jump ball again. Here they go to the Lady Tigers. You see a little bit of frustration on Brianna Tincher's face as she's not been able to really make anything happen for her team at this point. She's been guarded so heavily, as we talked about. Turner now dishes inside to Tincher. She's going to turn, and Brindley Gross gets a hand on the ball. But she's going to get called for that foul. That's 2 on Brindley, if I'm not mistaken. And Tincher will go to the line. You know, that's going to be something that Coach Green's going to have to realize right now. If he can get it inside to Tincher, you know, she's got a good chance of drawing a foul and going to the foul line, and that's one way he's going to get the ball in her hands.
Yeah.
Maybe not the way he wants to, but
She was unable to connect on the first free throw, but she'll have another as that was a shooting foul. And Ritchie comes back in for Gross.
second shot by Tincher's no good. Noble smacks the rebound, and Haddix comes up with it. Now over to Clemens. Clemens walks the ball up the court against Riley Turner. Now passes to Riley Bush. Bush with it. Passes to Clemens. Now back to Bush. Over on the left wing. Now to Ritchie. Now to Clemens. Clemens looks inside to Ritchie. Dribbles back out. Oh, Bush got tripped up. She was going to the hoop. They call the foul on Riley Turner, I believe. Bush was looking to go strong to the basket.
Both teams will be in the 1-1 now from here on.
4:25 to go in the second.
Real crucial here for the Lady Tigers to get a good box out here and not allow Schutz to get her hands on the ball. And she does, and she puts it back in.
First shot by Riley was no good, but Schutz comes up with the rebound and goes immediately right back up with it. Off the backboard for 2 points for Schutz as Turner loses hold on the ball. Haddix is hung up with it, gets it up the court to Schutz. Schutz going to dribble over to the right wing, now back top of the key to Bush. Bush over to Clemens in the corner, now top of the key to Ritchie, now over to Haddix. Haddix dribbles, sets, over to Ritchie. Ritchie in the corner of Clemens. She sets her feet from the corner, fires for three, and it's good.
She connects on her first one. You got to watch her, though. She's a rhythm shooter. Once she gets that first one to go, she can reel off 3 or 4 in a row in a hurry.
I'll tell you what's got to be a worry right now. She came down the court with a big smile on her face. As you said it, if she finds her spot. She worked the whole first quarter trying to make it happen and didn't come up. I think she shot 4 threes in the first quarter and didn't hit on any of those, but she was able to find the basket on that one.
Adriana Schutz picks up her second there. I think that was on Adriana.
I believe so.
I would look for Coach Goff to probably get her out, up 18 here. I wouldn't want to take a chance on her getting her third.
Noble's first free throw shot's no good. Schutz with the rebound. Quickly up the court to Clemens. Now back to Bush. Over to
Nice
Haddix.
job by Tincher.
Steps in the passing lane, takes that one away. She dribbles to Turner. Turner goes up for the layup, and it's in. Nice play by the Lady Tigers. The pair of Riley Turner and Tincher. Maddie Haddix tied up with it inside, not able to do anything. She's called for the walk.
Lady Tigers still have plenty of time to get back into this ball game. They just got to find a little bit more rhythm on offense and be able to find some buckets.
Had a real hard time getting the offense started. Tincher calls for Turner to set, and she does. Passes back. Three's no good. Haddix with another rebound up to Bush. Rebounds hurting the Lady Tigers right now too. You see Riley Bush come up with an offensive rebound, go back up, and no good, and she'll go to the foul line.
Yeah, so far offensive rebounds have, been the difference in the game. I would say at least half of Breathitt's points have came off offensive rebounds and the free throw line.
I couldn't see if that one was on Noble or Turner. There was a 2 up, but I don't know if he called that on Riley Turner or Riley Noble. 2:43 to go in the second. LadyCats with a 25-9 lead as Riley Bush makes it 26 as she hits that free throw.
Coach Goff's going to take a 30-second timeout. We'll run down some of our sponsors here while we are. We'd like to thank our title sponsors, Wolf County Farm Bureau, Susan Cable and Fig Kelly, Breathitt County Farm Bureau, Chuck Price and Seth Holland, Kentucky Farm Bureau, Big on Kentucky, and the 55th District. Jackson Deposit Bank, Variety Pizza, Jackson Electric, Family Pharmacy and Hometown Pharmacy, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson, Jackson Physical Therapy, PDQ Sales and Service, Darrell Hurl, Attorney at Law, Law Office of Darrell Hurl, Lakeside Homes, We'd also like to remind everybody that after the game, we'll be having press conferences with both teams on BSN YouTube and Facebook. Switch over to YouTube if you haven't subscribed yet, and subscribe. We'd love to have you subscribe and get our subscription up a little higher. Opens up some new options for us when we can get to 1,000, I think. So.
Getting really close to that 1,000 subscribers mark on YouTube. I want to take a real quick minute and give a special shout out to David Ritchie, young man who watches about every game that he can in person, and when he can, he watches us on BSN as you watch Tincher drive to the basket with a nice layup. 26-11 now as Tincher and Ritchie collide going after the pass. Ball was intended for Ritchie, and Tincher went after it too, and that was a rough one. Ritchie finally pulls herself up off the court, but you can tell she's in a little bit of pain.
It's one of those plays where both kids get there at the same time, and it's hard to call a foul on either kid because they arrived right at the same time. That's what Coach Green's really upset about.
Coach Paul Green pleading his case. Coach Goff trying to come out and check on Kaylee to make sure she's all right. Hard lick.
Yeah, I think though since he came out, she will have to leave the floor, I'm pretty sure.
I think that's the rule, but
yeah. And we'll see Brinley Gross check in for her. We hope Kaylee's all right. Took a hard collision there. I hope Brianna Tincher's also all right there.
Yeah, Tincher looks to be okay. Kaylee took her time getting up off the floor, and just a hard call to make and a hard.
Well, you got two girls going at it 100%, and colliding there. Is all that was, and glad everybody was able to get up and look okay. As Gross misses, but Schutz gets the rebound and loses the ball.
I thought she might have been out of bounds, but Riley Turner's going to press it up the court quick. Goes up for Tincher, and Tincher's going to get fouled. She'll go to the line.
I like what I've seen out of Jackson in the last minute or so. They look to be pushing the ball up the floor before Breathitt has an opportunity to set up that box around Tincher.
Yeah, it seems like they've picked up on some aggressiveness. They've been a little bit more aggressive too, especially from Tincher and Turner.
And I think from here on, Jackson will be shooting 2. Big free throws here to try to cut into this lead.
Tincher wasn't able to hit those last ones, but she makes good on the first one.
26-12 now. Big 2 minutes and 17 seconds in this game right here. It could be cut down to under 10, or it could be extended out as Tincher's unable to make her second free throw.
Schutz with another rebound for the LadyCats. Clemens brings the ball up the court. Dribbles all the way across court. 2:07 to go in the second. 26-12. Clemens over to Haddix. Now back to Clemens, looking inside for Bush or Schutz. Can't find anybody. Over to Gross, inside to Bush. Bush turns, and she's not able to go up. She tied up, called for the walk. I think thought she had a little bit more room than she did when she turned, and shuffled her feet, called for the walk. 1:50 to go in the second. 26-12. Riley Turner working against Riley Bush and Brinley Gross. Over in the corner to Tincher, puts up a 3.
Got it.
It's good. Big basket for Brianna Tincher.
26-15, down to an 11-point lead here for the Lady Tigers as they look to get back in it.
Well, they needed that.
Gross kicks out to Clemens. She's going to fire another 3, misses.
Tries to answer and can't.
Another offensive rebound. And then we're going to have a foul on Adriana Schutz here.
Sure are. Offensive foul on Schutz. That's 3.
I think that's her third.
No, that's 3 on her.
That's what I was worried about leaving her in, when you're up 18 with 3 minutes to go. In my opinion, it's a lot more valuable for her to have 3 fouls to play with.
Schutz goes to the bench as Kaylee Ritchie comes back in the ball game. She's okay. Clemens, Gross, Haddix, Bush, and Ritchie. 5 on the floor for Coach Goff and the LadyCats. I guess Ritchie's going to go back out, and
she has to come in after the first.
Yeah, she has to come in after the shot. That's what it was. So Schutz will sit after this shot from Prater. Free throw by Prater. First one's no good. Now Schutz will go to the bench, and Kaylee Ritchie will come in for her. Be a fine time for Coach Green if he had Campton in the game, as she could work under the basket as the lineup for the LadyCats has went smaller. Second shot by Prater's no good. Haddix with another rebound for the LadyCats. Give to Ritchie.
The Lady Tigers needed one of those, if at all possible, as Bush has the ball and kicks over to Gross, but it's stolen away.
Tincher comes up with it. Pushes it up the court to Turner. Turner loses a handle. Ball on the floor. Two LadyCats and a Lady Tiger got it tied up. Jump ball. Going to go back to the LadyCats. You got to love the determination in these two teams. They're going after every basket. Like you said, they know somebody's going home as Haddix goes to the hoop.
And we'll have a charge here, and Coach Goss not real happy with that one.
He's not.
And he's getting ready to get a technical foul.
And he just got teed up.
Yeah.
Technical foul called on Derek Goff. Haddix was going hard to the basket for a layup, and she got called for the charge. And Derek Goff,
he needs to be very careful.
He's livid right now as he's going to get warned.
He's already got one technical,
Yep.
And you don't want to,
you don't want to do that.
team.
Yeah, you don't want to cost the team early in the district tournament.
So the Lady Tigers will have to send somebody up to shoot here for the technical free throws, and then they'll be getting the ball back also.
Assistant coach Lorna Bush able to get Coach Goff calmed down. Derek Shore made his point that time. Brianna Tincher finds herself at the free throw line shooting the foul shots, and she misses the first.
Lady Tigers need to convert some of these free throws there. It could probably be a 6-7 point game.
You're exactly
right,
right, Lucas. It would be a lot closer if they'd hit all the free throws at this point.
You hate to leave those points. As Coach Goff's told, he has to sit down as a result of the first technical foul.
Well, the community clash had to come down the road a little ways to Campton. Tincher misses the second.
She's a little frustrated right now, but what she has to do is refocus because her team's still in the ball game.
Yeah.
And, especially somebody as talented as her, she can reel off 15, 20 points in a quarter.
Well, what you alluded to, though, if they would have made 6 or 7 foul shots, we would have been at a 20 to 26 ball game right now. As Riley Turner drives under the basket, Tincher goes up, no good. Got a rebound, went back up, no good. And a foul going to be called on the LadyCats, and Tincher will go back to the free throw line.
If I'm Coach Goff, I know there's just 52 seconds to go, but I'm really thinking about calling timeout and trying to calm my girls down and refocus them.
Yeah,
because it's a big 52 seconds.
It is. There's a lot could happen in that under a minute.
Tincher has another one roll off.
Tincher unable to connect on another free throw.
Riley Turner comes in to give her some encouraging words here. She'll have one more.
Tincher not able to connect on that one.
A big rebound by Alan Turner.
Noble.
Riley Noble,
Noble came up with it, put up a shot, no good. Ball goes out of bounds, and it'll go to the LadyCats. Good comment from Justin Combs. He said, how many turnovers in this ball game so far? A bunch. Bush going to go all the way to the basket for a layup, and it's in, and she gets fouled.
Coach Green's encouraging his girl to take a charge there, but Bush will have a free throw here to push it back to a 14-point lead.
28-15, less than 40 seconds to play. Bush's free throw is good. And here come the Lady Tigers back down the court. Riley Turner looks for some instruction from Coach Green. Looks inside, gives over to Tincher. Tincher now back to Turner. Now over to Adeline Turner, now to Noble. Noble back to Turner. Turner dribbles around Bush into the lane. She goes up against Haddix, shots no good. Fight for the rebound, and Brinley Gross comes down with it.
Nice job throwing the ball ahead there by Brinley Gross to Bush. And another
two, and the foul for Riley Bush. She'll find herself back at the line. Not what Coach Green wanted to see happen.
No, they had it down to 11, I think, and now, it's back out to 16, possibly 17 here on the free throw.
Riley able to connect on that one. Three-point play the old-fashioned way. Turner working against Bush now. Now over to Tincher. Brinley Gross steps in front of it. takes that pass away.
I don't know if the LadyCats know how much time's
3
left.
seconds to go. Clemens going to fire up a three, and it rims off no good. That's going to bring us to halftime. 32-15 right now. The LadyCats with the lead over the Lady Tigers. And we'll take this opportunity to take a commercial break, and we'll be back in a few minutes.
Just up the road in Erlanger, Kentucky's own playing card company produces 4 billion decks of cards a year. We know because we're Kentucky's insurance company, insuring all sorts of property damage involving your auto and home, but not your house of cards. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
Bank and Trust Company of Jackson has been locally owned and operated since 1962. We offer several products that help make banking convenient. Ticketless deposits at our ATMs, online banking, our CBTJ mobile banking app, and compatibility with mobile wallet. Give us a call at 606-666-7575 or visit us on the web at citizensbankjackson.bank to see how we can help you. Citizens Bank and Trust Company of Jackson is always searching for ways to serve you better. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Variety Pizza. Family owned and operated, serving the community with homemade and handcrafted pizzas, sandwiches, salads, and more for over 45 years. Located at 1189 Main Street, Jackson, Kentucky. Available for dine-in and carry-out, with private party spaces available. Stop by and visit us or call 606-666-5454.
At Jackson Deposit Bank, you will find the same small-town community bank atmosphere our loyal customers have expected and appreciated for over a century at this location. With the new name of Jackson Deposit Bank, you will now have access to the most modern banking products and services covering all your needs. Visit us online at cdbt.com, download our mobile app, or come in and let one of our dedicated customer service representatives guide you through our many new products and services, including mobile deposit, virtual wallet, and Zelle, our newest peer-to-peer payment solution. We bring the community bank to you. Visit Jackson Deposit Bank and discover how you can now bank local anywhere. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply, located in Jackson, Kentucky, is proud to serve Breathitt and surrounding communities. They are also proud to support the local schools and sports teams. Come in and allow them to help you with all your electric and plumbing supply needs. And now introducing Jackson Septic Supply, selling concrete septic tanks. Give Herbie and the gang a call at 606-666-4052 to see how they can help you.
Homes, located in Jackson, Kentucky, has been serving Breathitt and surrounding counties for over 27 years. They have new and manufactured homes from Norris, Creighton, and Fleetwood, single wides, double wides, and also an assortment of quality used homes. Many financing options available, offering site prep, delivery, and setup for a no-hassle experience. To find your new home, visit them at 42 Jets Drive in Jackson or on the web at www.lakesidehomesjackson.com or call 606-666-7558.
All right, guys, welcome back to Rose Gymnasium. We're at halftime here with about 6 minutes and 45 seconds to go. And the Breathitt County LadyCats have a commanding 32-15 lead over the Jackson City Lady Tigers. Rob, I thought that first half was a extremely hard-fought half of basketball. Both teams went at it hard there, and I thought the biggest difference of the game probably was Breathitt's ability to get offensive rebounds and putbacks, and then Jackson struggled in the first quarter to get much going offensively, and then in the second, they got a lot better ball movement and got to the foul line a lot, but were unable to convert at the foul line.
Yeah, you alluded to that earlier. The score would be a lot closer.
Sure.
If the Lady Tigers were hitting their free throws, as Tincher's been unable to connect on 6 or 7 foul shots, and it's been a hard-fought game. The score doesn't really show the aggressiveness that these two teams have played against each other up to this point.
Several hard collisions, going after loose balls and everything.
Really, the turnovers and the rebounds are really the two factors in this game so far, that Breathitt just seems to be able defensively and offensively to get the ball off the board, at least for, on the offensive end, at least for a second chance opportunity every time a shot goes up. And Maddie Haddix has really pulled the ball off the backboard a few times down on the defensive end. And rebounds really giving the Bobcats some extra opportunities to go to the hoop. And Coach Paul Green got his work cut out for him, trying to get his girls to calm down and really trying to get the ball in Tincher's hands.
Yeah.
Like you talked about, he got her out to the perimeter, but she's not been able to really get to the hoop. But the few times that she has, she did find herself going to the free throw line.
Yeah, I think she might have one field goal. And when you're talking about the leading scorer in the state, to just get one field goal in the first half, that's a good job by the LadyCats and everything to try to keep her from getting going there. I think one of the bigger questions in the second half, though, will be, can Adriana Schutz, how long can she go before she picks up that fourth foul? We talked in the first quarter, she didn't pick up any fouls. And then, in the second quarter, she picked up 3. So that's a big deal going forward. Obviously, this LadyCats team, when she's off the floor, is a much different basketball team defensively and offensively. So
yeah, when they played at Jackson City, the LadyCats had a commanding lead at halftime, and by the fourth quarter, the Lady Tigers had started to show a lot of fight, and both Schutz and Ritchie fouled out of the game during the fourth quarter, and it was a completely different outlook for the Tigers at that point as they came back with a vengeance and came within 2 points in that game.
And if Riley Turner, who's obviously very capable of hitting some of those three-point shots, if she gets a couple of those to go for, this could be a lot closer ball game, in a hurry. 17 points, the game isn't over. The LadyCats have to come out and they have to execute. And, the Lady Tigers, they've got to come out, find a way to get the ball in the Tincher's hands and score some buckets and then convert a little bit on the free throw line. And obviously keep from giving up so many offensive rebounds.
I think we'll see Coach Green go back with Campton probably back under the basket to start the third quarter. She sat early with 2 fouls, but I think he'll get her back under the basket. If nothing else, just to try to work the ball under the basket a little bit to see, maybe she can kick it back out on this wing, if not to Tincher. Right now he's kind of limited with what he can do with Tincher not able to get anything going. So.
We're going to mention our sponsors again here. We'd like to thank our title sponsors for the 55th District Tournament: Wolf County Farm Bureau, Susan Cable and Fig Kelly; Breathitt County Farm Bureau, Chuck Price and Seth Holland; Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on Kentucky and big on the 55th District; Jackson Deposit, every city needs a great bank, and Jackson Deposit is Jackson's bank; Variety Pizza, home of the best pizza in Jackson, along with their famous hoagies; Jackson Electric, stop in and see Herbie and Scott for your electrical, plumbing, and heating needs, along with septic systems and appliance parts. Family Pharmacy and Hometown Pharmacy, great people who have your safety at heart. Family and Hometown Pharmacy, proud supporters of the Tigers and Bobcats. Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson, serving Breathitt County for over 50 years. Check out the CBTJ free mobile app, your banking right on your mobile device. Jackson Physical Therapy, owner Kobe Watts. Jackson Physical Therapy will get you back into action. PDQ Sales and Service, formerly Jackson Wholesale, serving the wholesale needs and supplying Eastern Kentucky. Darrell Hurdle, attorney at law. Law office of Darrell Hurdle, over 30 years of taking care of the legal needs of the citizens of Breathitt, Wolf, and surrounding counties. Lakeside Homes, see Ellis and Brenda for your next home at Lakeside Homes. And we'd also like to remind everybody that after the game, we'll have press conferences with both teams. You can see those on BSN's YouTube channel as well as Facebook. And if you get the opportunity to subscribe to our YouTube channel that you haven't, if you haven't already, please do so. And those are also available on our website, I think. So
yeah, it should be. Special shout out to Jalen Turner. He says both of us, not just you, but both of us have big shoes to fill since Casey's not here calling this game. Casey always brings the hype, and we miss Casey today, but I'm glad Lucas was here to fill in. I'll tell you what, It's great to sit here. If a football guy to be able to sit here next to a basketball guy, just some great analysis from Lucas, and we greatly appreciate him joining us when we were able to come down here and call these games. We talked about the fact that Coach Green had his work cut out for him. I tell you what, you know, you look at the foul situation, and we talk about previous games, and you talked about Riley Turner too, shooting the three. You know, if Campton and Tincher can kick the ball out to Turner and she finds herself open, a couple of 3-point shots would be a big shot in the arm for the Lady Tigers, and that's going to open things up for
Absolutely,
Tincher.
If they can get
underneath.
2 or 3 to go, you know. Jalen, he's got to brag on Casey. Casey's he's the offensive line coach, ain't he? So.
Yeah, he has to brag on Casey. He has
got
to
stay in the good
it's
graces.
kind of a win-win situation for Jalen.
No, I was glad to step in. Hopefully Casey can get down and call some games with us. This is a district tournament and also in the regional tournament.
Well, we sure had a lot of action here as got exciting there in the second period as Coach Derek Goff was teed up, got excited, and we've had a lot of battles going on the floor as these two teams do not want to go home. And a lot of girls with smiles on their faces right now. I'll tell you what, that's something good to see as they come out to start the third quarters, 32-15.
The first thing that jumps out at me is Coach Goff's going to keep Adriana Schutz on the bench for a couple minutes as we have a 3 by Jackson, no good.
Ritchie with a rebound for the Lady Cats. She's going to bring it up the court.
That's probably a real good decision on Coach Goff's behalf to try to steal a couple minutes. And Riley Turner has it, looking to get out in front, but it's poked away by Ritchie. She's going up the sidelines. Brindley Gross has it now off to Riley Bush, over to Maddie Haddix, and she travels.
Such a great job passing the ball and getting the ball up the court. Maddie just not able to turn.
Yeah. Probably should have just shot it when she caught it.
Yeah.
You know, she had a good look there, and she's been hot so far. She's hit some jumpers.
Good to see her come out with some confidence early in this game as Maddie's able to make some big-time plays in some earlier games this season. Kaylee Ritchie picks off another pass, and here she comes. And Riley Turner is going to try and take it away for her, and I think she's going to get called for the foul. Yep, that's going to be on Riley Turner. Lady Cats waiting on somebody to inbound the ball. Gross going to go do that job.
Look for Clemens to pop out here, but the Lady Tigers go with her.
Bush with it, drives under the basket all the way across court. Now to Haddix. Haddix going to drive, goes in against Campton, puts up a one-handed shot, no good. Gross comes up with it off the ground, dishes back to Clemens at the top of the key for 3, no good. Brindley Gross with another rebound for the Lady Cats. Coach Goff trying to calm them down a little bit. Ball over to Ritchie, now inside to Bush. Bush looks, nothing. Inside, over to Ritchie, now back inside to Bush. Bush dribbles, puts it inside to Haddix. Haddix goes up with a nice shot. Nice pass by Bush. 2 more for the Lady Cats, 34-15.
The Lady Tigers, they've got to start scoring a few points here, you know, to keep this from getting out of hand.
Tincher working in the lane. She goes up open, can't get the shot to fall. She's just had a hard time finding the basket, and she's going to get called for out of bounds. Stepped on the out of bounds line. Clemens inbounds the ball to Ritchie. Ritchie up the court to Gross. Gross now to Ritchie. Catches it on the run. Can't hold on to it.
Nice pass there by Kaylee Ritchie.
Yes, nice bounce pass over to Haddix. Haddix goes up for 2 more.
Coach Green's going to probably have to call a timeout here if he don't get his bucket here.
Turner over to Campton in the corner. Campton looks, can't find Tincher open, so she dishes over to Turner. Now to Adeline, now inside to Tincher. Turns, goes up, gets that shot to roll. That's what she's good at. She's just not been able to get that scoop and score like she did right then tonight. Ritchie working over on the right wing. Dishes over to Gross. Gross dribbles, goes under the basket, now kicks it back out to Ritchie. Ritchie over to Clemens. Clemens to an open Haddix. Haddix over to Bush. Bush going to stop, put up a long jumper, no good. Gross went for the rebound, knocked it out of bounds. Well, I guess they say Adeline Turner.
Stay with the Lady Cats.
Going to stay with the Cats.
We see Brooke Prater come in.
Noble will sit for the Lady Tigers. Ritchie inbounds the ball for the Cats. Up to Clemens, now to Ritchie in the corner for a long jumper, no good. Campton with the rebound for the Tigers, and Bush going to tie it up for the jump ball.
And that'll stay with the Lady Cats.
Good rebound by Campton under the basket. She just turned right into Richie, Bush, who was able to tie it up. Gross. Now Riley Turner going to take it away from Gross as she gets up the court. 1-on-2 situation. Goes up for the layup. No good. Haddix with the rebound. Now Gross comes down with it. Brindley pushes it up the court to Clemens. Clemens slows things down for the LadyCats. Dribbles out to the top of the key. Puts Richie where she wants her. Directing traffic, if you will. Richie, cross court to Gross. Gross going to shoot the three. Looked like it was good, but it rimmed out. Haddix with another rebound. Clemens with it now over in the corner to Haddix, who's open for a long jumper, and it's good.
That's the third one of those today she's hit. You know, it's a good sign for the LadyCats.
She finds her shot. She's good for the rest of the game. She's had some confidence early, and she's able to stay with it here in the third period. Campton over to Turner now at the top of the key. Coach Green trying to get his offense going. Give to Adeline Turner. Adeline now to Riley. Riley's going to stop, put up a three. No good. Rims out. Campton goes after the rebound. She saves it from going out of bounds. Now back to Turner inside to Tincher. Tincher turns, scoops, goes up. No good with the layup. Richie comes down with it for the LadyCats. Over to Gross. Gross going to put up the three again from the same spot she did earlier.
Another offensive rebound for the LadyCats, and another one. And
Bush's shot was no good. Haddix came down with the rebound, couldn't hold on to it. Adeline Turner now over to Riley Turner for the Lady Tigers.
Lady Tigers have to try to pick the pace up here. As Tincher drives and fouls, she'll go back to the line. And, you know, one thing that we haven't talked a lot about, you know, Tincher, she struggled to find her stroke from the free throw line so far.
Yeah.
But the amount of energy that Tincher has to expend to get the ball, is, you know, a very taxing thing for your body, you know, and then when you have to go up and try to hit all your free throws on top of it, you know, that's a really hard thing to do. She gets the first one to go there. It's now a 38-18 game.
She sure had a hard time getting to the basket and getting open, that's for sure, as we see Abby Noble come into the game, and Gross going to sit out. Schutz stays on the bench for the Cats. Shot by Tincher was no good, and Bush comes down with it. Up the court quickly to Haddix. Haddix under the basket for another 2 points. I think that's 3 on Campton. She stays in the game for Coach Green. Clemens inbounds the ball up to Bush. Bush working against Riley Turner over to Maddie Haddix, and she took too many steps.
One thing, though, that Coach Goff has been able to do is he's been able to keep Adriana Schutz sitting over there beside him for the last 5 minutes.
I thought you was going to say he was able to stay sitting down.
Yeah, I don't think he's got a lot of options.
He doesn't. He got a little wound up, tight in the second. There's Tincher for another 3, no good. Rebound down to Clemens, but Adeline Turner.
And we're going to have a foul, I think.
He's going to call a foul. That's going to be on Adeline Turner. Derek got a little wound up in the second quarter, but he's been able to sit during the third. Like you said, he's got Schutz right beside of him. Going to protect her in the end of this game with a big lead right now.
Nice play there by Turner, but couldn't come back up with it.
Good heads-up defensive play by Adeline Turner. Knocks the pass away from Bush, but it goes out of bounds. Clemens will inbound the ball for the LadyCats. Up to Haddix. Haddix dribbles up the court. She's going to bring it across midcourt, dumps over to Bush. Bush inside to Abby Noble, who has to dribble out of there. Gets it to Clemens. Now over to Richie. Richie backs it up. Now over to Clemens. Back to Richie. Haddix was open under the basket. Richie dumps it off to Bush. Bush going to turn, dump to Clemens, who's open for. Yeah, they do.
That's going to go out of bounds there.
Turner tried to hit Tincher with a pass, and it just sailed over the head of Tincher. 40-21, 2:17 to go in the third. Noble now brings the ball up and passes to Ritchie. Ritchie going to drive in the lane, goes up for a shot, no good. Campton able to come back up with it again. That's why Coach Green needs her under the basket. Riley Turner finally able to hold on to the ball as it's knocked down again by Noble. Here comes Ritchie back down the court for the LadyCats. She's going to go to the basket, puts up a shot, and it's good this time for Kaylee Ritchie. Turner now for the Lady Tigers at the top of the key. She stops, passes over to Tincher. Tincher back to Turner. Now back to Tincher, who's open for three. She puts it up, no good, rims off, bounces, and Ritchie going to let it roll out of bounds, and it'll go to the LadyCats. Adriana Schutz comes back into the game for Abby Noble.
It's a danger time now for the Lady Tigers. They've got to, in the next minute, half, 2 minutes of the first 2 minutes of the fourth quarter, try to get some steals and get back in this because Breathitt's shooting layups right now. And
Schutz finds Haddix under the basket, and Haddix puts up another layup. That's good. Turner over to Tincher. Now back to Turner. Turner going to stop, put up a three. No good.
She hasn't been able to get one of those to go, and that's usually a as we look at both these teams too, one thing, has to be said for them. I think, Jackson has no seniors, and I think Breathitt has one senior.
Yep.
So,
young team.
Both young teams. First district action for a lot of these ladies out here today, and, it's always good to get that experience, and I'm sure, they'll feel a lot more confident and comfortable next time they're in the district tournament.
Tincher able to hit both of those free throws. Tigers really needed that.
The winner of this game will play Wolfe County on Wednesday at 6:30. 6 o'clock, I think, for the district championship. And we'll have on Monday at 6 o'clock the Breathitt Jackson first round game. Mm-hmm. And then Tuesday night we'll have the boys championship game.
A lot of action coming from Rose Gymnasium.
Of course, BSN will bring all that to you.
Another special thanks to our title sponsors here for the 55th District, Wolfe County Farm Bureau, Susan Cable and Fig Kelly. And a warm welcome to Breathitt County Farm Bureau, Mr. Chuck
You can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that might be her first block, which is shocking.
That's exactly what I was getting ready to say. First block came in the
Tincher puts a shot up at the buzzer, and it don't go.
End of the third for Schutz, and she usually has 4 or 5 blocks before the half. 48-23, that'll bring us to the fourth quarter, and we're going to take a quick commercial break.
Kentucky Farm Bureau has been insuring folks for more than 75 years. So, we know Kentucky. Case in point, we know the Happy Birthday song was written by a pair of Kentucky sisters. The whole song lasts only about 15 seconds. Yeah, good thing. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
Homes, located in Jackson, Kentucky, has been serving Breathitt and surrounding counties for over 27 years. They have new and manufactured homes from Norris, Clayton, and Fleetwood, single wides, double wides, and also an assortment of quality used homes. Many financing options available, offering site prep, delivery, and setup for a no-hassle experience. To find your new home, visit them at 42 Jeffs Drive in Jackson or on the web at www.lakesidehomesjackson.com or call 606-666-7558.
Welcome back to Rose Gymnasium as we're getting ready to start the fourth quarter of the first round matchup between the Breathitt County LadyCats and the Jackson City Lady Tigers. 48-23, LadyCats lead, and they'll have the ball to start the fourth. Lady Tigers have struggled, Rob, in this game to get much going offensively, and obviously, the state's leading scorer, Brandon Tincher, attracting a lot of attention from the Lady Cats defense, and that's making things pretty hard for the Lady Tigers so far today.
Yeah, she's had a hard time getting to the basket. There's been 2 or 3 Lady Cat defenders on her all afternoon, and call under the basket.
I think that's going to be on Bush.
Yep.
Yeah.
Foul on Riley Bush. As the Lady Tigers, Adeline Turner will inbound it to Riley. Riley's going to bring it up the court. 7:40 to go here in the last period of this one. Tincher wanted to drive, kicks it back out to Prater. Now to Tincher, now to Turner, top of the key. Turner dribbles around the pick, passes to Campton. Campton had a shot, but comes back out to Turner. Now inside to Tincher. Tincher's shot's no good. Big rebound for Kaylee Ritchie.
And that's a shot that Tincher probably hits 75% of the time, and today, they've rolled off. She's probably had 5 or 6 shots roll off.
Yep.
As Clemens has it for the Lady Cats. Dribbling to the right.
She's going to dribble into the corner and get tied up, and I think she tried to bounce it off Riley Turner, and she did. It's going to stay with the Lady Cats. I never like it when a player drives and just continues to dribble into the corner and box himself in.
Yeah.
I think that time Clemens kind of got.
You go from being guarded by one person to being guarded by 3 with that end line and baseline there, or sideline.
Clemens inbounds to Schutz. It's over her head, but Haddix catches it, goes to the basket, and she's going to be fouled by Tincher. Haddix has really been a bright spot for Coach Derek Goff and this Lady Cats team here this afternoon. She came out with some early confidence in this game in the first period. The third quarter found her as the leading scorer, as I think I totaled her with about 12 points, I think.
She's played really well today. She always brings a lot of energy, and when she can score double figures for you also, that's a big plus for the Lady Cats.
She gets one free throw to foul.
Turner hits Tincher, and Tincher puts the 3 up. It's no good.
Clemens with the rebound for the Lady Cats. Now over to Schutz. Schutz works up against Campton, dishes off to Bush. Bush passes up to Schutz. Schutz going to drive the lane against Campton. Shot is no good as she's fouled before the shot by Campton, and I think that's 4 on her. Yep, called it on her. Foul before the shot. Ritchie going to bring the ball inbounds, and Coach Derek Goff's going to call a timeout. 6:40 to go. 49-23. Lady Cats with the lead.
We'll mention our title sponsors again for the 55th District Tournament. Wolf County Farm Bureau, Susan Cable and Fig Kelly, and Breathitt County Farm Bureau, Chuck Price and Seth Holland. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on Kentucky and big on the 55th District. Thank all of our sponsors for making this whole tournament possible. And if you're out and about and you see any of these fine people, make sure you thank them for letting BSN bring all these great basketball games to you and showcasing these fine student athletes.
Yeah, we always like to brag on these student athletes, no matter what school is our alma mater, but we always try to pick on everybody.
Absolutely.
And make sure we get to tell the story of these girls or boys, whoever we're covering, but some great student athletes on the court here tonight.
Well, and, you know, all these girls, as Breathitt's inbounding the ball, you know, they've played as hard as they could today. But I'm sure, you know, as soon as this horn sounds, as Riley Turner gets a steal and pushes it up the floor, goes in for a layup, you know, these girls are probably, in a lot of cases, best friends and a lot of times probably even, you know, relatives and everything. So, you know, it's fun to watch these girls play hard, but, you know, they're also really good ambassadors of their schools.
Wow, nice move by Haddix as she faked the jumper and put the ball on the court, went to the lane, and another 2 points for Maddie as she continues to have a hot hand here in the fourth period. Shot by Tincher is no good, but the rebound came down to Turner, and Maddie Haddix going to tie that one up, jump ball.
You know, just last week, you know, obviously, you know, a lot of flooding issues in Breathitt. And, you know, I seen where the Breathitt baseball and softball teams went and helped Jackson City clean their fields up as Tincher shoots a shot and misses. And Richie's looking to attack. Nice pass to Haddix. Haddix lays another one in.
Haddix open again. Richie with a nice pass. Ball going to go up to Tincher, and she hits the deck with it. Dishes over to Prater. Prater puts up a shot, no good. Schutz with the rebound. 5:35 to go in the fourth. Clemens, long pass up to Haddix, who goes under the basket again. I'd say this is a scoring high, I would think, for Maddie Haddix. We'll have to check that in our stats later, but what an effort by her here for the LadyCats. Tincher going to go in the lane, puts up a shot, it's up and in.
Gets it to go.
Tell you what, there's some tired girls on this floor right now, Lucas. It's been a hard-fought game. And Bush working against Turner under the basket. She goes up. Shot is going to fall, and she's going to go to the foul line as Riley Bush went right under the basket, turned to put that one in. Brinley Gross getting ready to come back in the game for the LadyCats. Kaylee Clemens sits as Gross comes in, and Adeline Turner going to go out. Riley Noble, Brooke Prater, Cayeton, Riley Turner, and Brianna Tincher in the game for the Lady Tigers. Ball goes out of bounds, and it's going to go to the Lady Tigers. 4:53 to go, 57-27. LadyCats with a commanding 30-point lead. Riley Turner brings the ball up the court for the Lady Tigers. Inside to Tincher. She tries to hook and get around Richie. She drives past Haddix, puts a shot up and in for Tincher.
That makes it 57-29. And, you know, Tincher's got a couple buckets early here.
You got to love the effort. Bree continues to work, and she continues to try to get to the basket, and she has here in the fourth for a couple shots.
The biggest thing I think there is, you know, Coach Goff's probably stressing his girls right now, don't foul. We don't want to put them on the free throw line. You know, we want to make them score and, you know, let that clock keep moving. And, you know, before, I don't think Coach Goff minded if they fouled. You know, as long as Tincher didn't get going early and score 15 points early and get that momentum going, you know, and, you know, so that's – it's worked for his team today. You know, Jackson has struggled to score at times, but they've done a good job closing the lane off and everything. It'll be Breathitt ball with 4:41 to go.
Matthew Watts says PCC 28, Hazard 11, start of the fourth quarter. Low-scoring game.
Yes, very low-scoring game.
Bush drives to the basket, puts up another layup. It's good for Riley. 59-29. Turner with it now for the Lady Tigers. Pass over to Tincher. Now back to Turner. Tincher looks inside the lane, can't hold on to the pass. Riley Bush comes down with it, and they're going to call Riley Turner for the foul. Reach in on Turner as Bush was coming across midcourt.
And now we'll be shooting 1-1 here for the
1-1.
Lady Cats. Riley Bush looks to convert.
Gross, Schutz, Bush, Haddix, and Ritchie in the game for the Lady Cats. Bush's shot is up and good. She'll get another. Second shot by Riley Bush is good. Riley Turner once again top of the key for Lady Tigers. Dish inside by Adeline Turner to Tincher. Tincher trying to get to the basket again. She's going to be fouled, and they're going to call that on
Haddix, I think.
Yep, she's walking slowly to the bench.
That's 5 on Maddie Haddix, but she's played a wheel of a ball game, Rob.
She'll get a hand clap from the Breathitt fans on that side, and a big hug from assistant coach Lorna Bush. And Brianna Tincher finds herself at the foul line again. Let's see if she can convert on these. First shot, no good.
At the last Wolfe County girls home game, Rob, Wolfe County, first time all year, they just have 7 girls that dress. Finished overtime with 4 players. They had 3 foul out. That was a first as Jackson converts the free throw there.
That is a first. I hadn't heard about that.
Yeah.
Gross dribbles up the court, dishes to Ritchie. Ritchie over in the corner to Schutz. Schutz puts the ball on the court, goes to the basket, gets the roll. Another 2 points for Adriana Schutz. Turner for the Lady Cats. At the top of the key, she dribbles up to about the free throw line, backs back out, now to Tincher. Tincher going to put up the 3. It looks good. No good. Rims out. Schutz with another rebound for the Lady Cats. Bush gets it across the court. She's working against Riley Turner. Ball up the court to Gross, and she couldn't hold on to it, and it goes out of bounds.
Coach Goff's probably going to tell Bush, let's just slow down and run our offense.
Yeah.
You know, we don't have to force things at this point.
3:30 to go in the fourth.
Tincher hasn't. She'll be fouled again. I think that's Bush. No, they're going to call that on Gross.
Shout out to Valerie Turner and Braxton Terry and Bud Hayes watching the game. Tincher with that shot, got it to go. Here comes Bush at the court for the Lady Cats now, working against Riley Turner. Bush trying to keep control of the ball, and they're finally going to call a timeout.
I think the 5-second call there.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Well, okay. I thought Coach Green tried to get a timeout right then. But you are correct. That was a 5-second
will come
call.
back in for Bush.
Yep. Adeline Turner inbounds to Riley now. Riley Turner brings the ball up the court for the Lady Tigers. Back over to Adeline Turner, now back to Riley. Inside to Tincher. Tincher puts the ball on the court, tries to go up against Schutz. Schutz gets a block. She's got that block flat-footed.
Yeah.
Look.
It's just so long.
Yep. Jump ball called here in the middle of the court. There's 2 blocks for Schutz on tonight. Clemens inbounds the ball to Schutz, and she drives to the lane with a layup. Another 2 points for Adriana. Riley Turner again with it. Point guard brings it up the court for the Tigers over to Noble, who puts up a long 3. No good off the front of the rim. Tincher gets the rebound. Went into the basket, and it was tapped, I think, by Clemens. Knocked out of bounds. Back to the Tigers. Riley Turner inbounds for the Lady Tigers. Into Tincher. She's bumped. Ball falls to Noble. Noble over in the corner working against Brinley Gross. think they're going to call Brindley for a foul that time. Yep. And
she plays 4 on her.
She plays with some aggressiveness.
Yeah. I've always said I'd much rather have somebody that played too aggressive than not aggressive enough.
If anybody knows her dad, Jamie Gross, they know where she gets it from.
You can't put it in them, I don't think.
No. Tencher's going to get called for the walk. Yeah, Brindley, she plays with some kind of aggressiveness. She really brings a different aspect to this Lady Cat defense when she's on the court.
Abigail Noble bringing it up the floor, off to Richie. Richie with the jumper, no good, but Schutz there to put it up, no good again. Rebound and throw ahead, but it's going to go out of bounds.
Tencher and Clemens both tagged the wall, going after the ball.
It's Breathitt ball.
Going to be knocked out of bounds, they say, or out of bounds, I guess.
I've never seen a signal.
Nobody got a hand on it. Clemens inbounds to Abby Noble. Got Turner working behind her. She tries to get it up to Schutz and does. Shot's no good. Ball falls to the court. Richie comes back up with it. Noble on her. Dish over to Clemens, who's guarded by Riley Turner. Clemens drives. Comes back out. She's trying to go to the basket and does. She puts up a bank shot, good for Kaylee Clemens. Turner passes over to Noble, puts up a 3. Off the backboard, no good. The rebound to Campton. Over to Adeline Turner for 3, and it's good. The bank is open.
67-35 with 1:25 to go. Schutz throws ahead, but it's deflected. Nice play there by Turner, and she gets it up to Noble. Noble brings it up, puts a shot up, no good. Rebound by Abigail Turner, and she's bringing the ball up the floor.
Tell you what, this is still a scrappy bunch of girls that's out on the court right now, as Noble and Tencher and Gross all on the floor going after the ball. Jump ball called, and it'll go to the Lady Tigers as Richie goes out of the game and Riley Bush comes back in.
We're going to see Brianna Tencher and Riley Turner and I think Campton leave here.
We got Natalie Combs in the game. Kerrigan Turner comes in the game. Brooke Prater's in the game. Adeline Turner and Riley Noble for the Lady Tigers. Turner over in the corner. Kerrigan's ball gets tied up by Brindley Gross. Some young girls getting some important time on the court right now. Clemens inbounds the ball for the Lady Cats to Gross. Gross gets the ball up the court quickly to Schutz. Schutz going to go to the basket, puts up a layup, and it's good. Joey Combs says 40-13. PCC is ahead in the third quarter.
Wow.
Thank you for that, Joey. Shot was no good by the Tigers. Rebounded by Gross. Now up the court quickly to Bush. Bush going to shoot a layup, and it's up and in. Riley Bush.
Under 20 seconds here now as the Breathitt County Lady Cats will move on to face the Wolfe County Lady Wolves in the 55th District Final on Wednesday night.
Nice three-point basket by Adeline Turner with less than 10 seconds to go. Clemens inbounds the ball to Noble. Noble up the court to Turner, or Gross. Gross can't hold on to it, and it rolls out of bounds as the buzzer sounds. And that's the end of the first matchup here at Rose Gymnasium as Derek Goff's Lady Cats come out victorious 71-38 over the Lady Tigers. We'll take a quick break and go to commercial and come back and recap this one for you.
Sticky notes are part of our daily lives, and people have found some pretty creative uses for them. As Kentucky's insurance company, we appreciate the resourcefulness and the fact that billions of sticky notes are made each year right here in the Commonwealth. And we think that's something Kentuckians find pretty noteworthy. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
Located in Jackson, Kentucky, has been serving Breathitt and surrounding counties for over 27 years. They have new and manufactured homes from Norris, Clayton, and Fleetwood, single wides, double wides, and also an assortment of quality used homes. Many financing options available, offering site prep, delivery, and setup for a no-hassle experience. To find your new home, visit them at 42 Jets Drive in Jackson or on the web at www.lakesidehomesjackson.com or call 606-666-7558.
Bank and Trust Company of Jackson has been locally owned and operated since 1962. We offer several products that help make banking convenient. Ticketless deposits at our ATMs, online banking, our CBTJ mobile banking app, and compatibility with mobile wallet. Give us a call at 606-666-7575 or visit us on the web at citizensbankjackson.bank to see how we can help you. Citizens Bank and Trust Company of Jackson is always searching for ways to serve you better. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Variety Pizza. Family owned and operated, serving the community with homemade and handcrafted pizzas, sandwiches, salads, and more for over 45 years. Located at 1189 Main Street, Jackson, Kentucky. Available for dine-in and carry-out, with private party spaces available. Stop by and visit us or call 606-666-5454.
At Jackson Deposit Bank, you will find the same small-town community bank atmosphere our loyal customers have expected and appreciated for over a century at this location. With the new name of Jackson Deposit Bank, you will now have access to the most modern banking products and services covering all your needs. Visit us online at cdbt.com, download our mobile app, or come in and let one of our dedicated customer service representatives guide you through our many new products and services, including mobile deposit, virtual wallet, and Zelle, our newest peer-to-peer payment solution. We bring the community bank to you. Visit Jackson Deposit Bank and discover how you can now bank local anywhere. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Just up the road in Erlanger, Kentucky's own playing card company produces 4 billion decks of cards a year. We know because we're Kentucky's insurance company, insuring all sorts of property damage involving your auto and home, but not your house of cards. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply, located in Jackson, Kentucky, is proud to serve Breathitt and surrounding communities. They are also proud to support the local schools and sports teams. Come in and allow them to help you with all your electric and plumbing supply needs. And now introducing Jackson Septic Supply, selling concrete septic tanks. Give Herbie and the gang a call at 606-666-4052 to see how they can help you.
All right, folks, welcome back to Rose Gymnasium, where we have a final of 71-38. The Breathitt County LadyCats move on to the 55th District Final on Wednesday night to take on the Wolfe County Lady Wolves. Rob, I thought the biggest difference in the game was offensive rebounds. I thought the LadyCats, controlled the boards and, got a ton of easy putbacks and kind of got up to a pretty good lead before the Lady Tigers could ever recover.
I don't usually record rebounds as I try to keep stats, calling play-by-play and doing that both, and you can't get rebounds, but I would love to see the rebound total for the LadyCats here tonight, as it's been really an opportunity for them to second chance points and defensively to really control the game, and LadyCats really 30.
Breathitt had 34 rebounds.
Breathitt had 34 rebounds.
Jackson had 14.
Okay, that's a big difference.
When you double dip somebody in rebounds, it's hard to overcome that. And then the Lady Tigers also struggled from the line to, kind of compound that even a little more.
They had a hard time getting the ball to Tincher early, as there, like we talked about, there was 2 or 3 LadyCat defenders on her every time she touched the ball. And I guess, 2 big stories for the LadyCats. This is not official, but on my total, I've got Riley Bush with 18 points. and Maddie Haddix with 23.
I was going to say she had to have over 20, yeah.
I would venture to say that both of those are game highs for those two girls. Just young players that played exceptional. LadyCats played with a different level of confidence here tonight, as you know, they were able to keep the lead even with Schutz sitting on the bench most of the second and third period.
We want to remind everybody here in probably, I would say, 10, 15 minutes after the teams kind of wrap up their post game in the locker room, we'll have press conferences from both teams, and you can view those on BSN Facebook and also our YouTube channel and our website. So, you know, definitely switch over there and look for that here in the next 10, 15 minutes probably. And if you aren't a YouTube subscriber yet, please hit the subscribe button and join us. You'll get all of our updates and everything.
Be sure and go in and visit our sponsors, folks, and let them know that you heard about them here on BSN during this district broadcast. We were happy to have title sponsors Wolfe County Farm Bureau and Breathitt Farm Bureau with us here. And just make sure that we play these commercials and talk about our sponsors for a reason. It's the reason that Lucas and I get to sit up here and brag on these student athletes. We couldn't do it without our sponsors. So if you get an opportunity, if you need something, go out and visit one of our sponsors and make sure you let them know that you appreciate them being a sponsor here on BSN. Any final remarks, Lucas?
No, you know, it's good win for the LadyCats. You know, they got a little momentum going into the district final against Wolfe County. That should be a really competitive game. Both times those teams have played, you know, Wolfe won by double digits, but it wasn't a double-digit game.
Yeah, it was much closer.
You know, it was a lot closer, and Wolfe kind of stretched it out in the end. But, you know, Breathitt was in both those games and had a chance to win those, so it should be a really competitive game. And we want to remind everybody that Monday night at 6 o'clock, the Breathitt and Jackson boys game will take place here in Rose Gymnasium. BSN will be bringing that to you. And then Tuesday night, the boys district championship will be taking place. And then on Wednesday night, obviously, the girls. So for Rob Hounshaw and Ty Beck, I'm Lucas Miller, and we'll see you all next time.